This is the first radically brave thing I think I've done in ever. I've just been crying by myself for myself. Uh, I've been struggling with the questions that seem to be on everyone else's lips and mine too, but I haven't so far found answers um, until now, perhaps. And one of the questions that I've been asking myself lately is, why am I holding myself back? Why have I always been holding myself back? Uh, the short answer is, let me just try and get this accurate. I want to feel it out. I think it's really important to just feel things out. Why have I been holding myself back? Why have I been holding myself back? Why am I, knowing that as a child I was known to be a giver, a sharer, a helper? It's in my nature to share and to help others and to give to the world what I think is of great value, right? What I think people need and people want. So as a kid, I would give freely whatever I had. Because if I felt that I was bringing other people happiness and joy and helping them in any way, giving them something to laugh at, giving them something to enjoy, whether it's food or some observation, something of relevance, something of value. I've always just been wanting to give and share value. Now, what I value the most, and this ties into sort of like love languages, where it's that there's that thing that's involved where the thing that I am looking for to receive is the same thing that I'm giving out. Uh, so in my case, I want to give what I love. I want to give my love, and my love can be found. Oh. I don't think tears are shameful. In fact, it's the opposite. Emotions, when it comes to a subject that's so personal and so deep, and you're trying to self-analyze, you're trying to self-heal. Um, Everything seems to be a struggle. So if you reach emotions, or if emotions just bubble out because it's coming from something real within you, that's as real can be. So I don't think we should deny that for the sake of public opinion, or how awkward you make other people feel. It shouldn't be, but it is. We've been conditioned. Anyway. uh, it's so strange staring at a lens. So naturally, I'm a giver, and I haven't been sharing the things that I'm passionate about and the things that I hold dear. And they can come in the package of an idea that I want to share, some proposal of a vision to build, right? So that it enriches loads of people's lives. If a lot of people are seeking guidance in terms of, like, for example, the latest one is teaching bachata, right? Bachata is dear to me for multiple reasons, and I want to share those reasons, and I want other people to connect with the same reasons and realize, holy crap, there's so much value here. And I won't get into it here, uh, though. Connection, just physical, emotional, mental connection. And this is increasingly important, I think, for humans to bond, to lower their guards, and just physically connect with each other and to themselves. And if you do that through music and through physical dance, this creative, like, deeply seated mechanism that we have to express and to just be in the moment, it brings forth so much joy and so much value and so much space for introspection and awareness. It's it's one of the most important things, aside from critical actions that we need to take, both inner and outer. Um, yeah, but dance is definitely something of great value, and anyone with a body can do it. And so we should all learn different ways to access the same kind of value through dance, through connection. And we should all just head to that as a matter of priority, really. So I care a lot about this because I see the potential, I see the value. It's really important, I think. it's, uh, 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 it's just people, I don't see that people feel the same. Only very few people do. And I want to change that. So my mind goes, I want to give my passion and actuate my vision in my mind of a society that's built with more people who know how to take the best in life and really make it flourish and be a positive impact on other people and just perpetuate, grow, right? We're all focusing on mental health and growth. And I think this is definitely an area that can help a lot of people. It can be a tool to help them grow and themselves, right? It's not like dance is the answer. It's just a really great route to go down. It's a great journey to achieve and attain the same kind of qualities that I think are things that we should aspire to possess, to experience. It's a bit of a portal, to be honest. It opens up so many things. Uh, anyway, coming back to what I was crying about, I think I've been holding the best of me back because I, as a sharer, as a giver, I need to receive back to a similar kind of level. And I don't feel like there's much to be given back to me, um, because I don't think that people will love what I love as much as I do, and so I hold on to them. I think that's why I hold on to them, is because I don't feel that the world, society, other people, it might just be a fear. It might not be founded on anything, but uh, hey, it is. Uh, I'm holding on to these, and I think it's because I don't feel the rest of the world will love them like I do. And I want to just not let go. It's so ridiculous because as a concept, I am in control and I get to make them how I want to make them, right? I get to have it my way. And I get to be ultimately creative in the span of a nanosecond. I get to weave visions, grand visions, and I love them and I think they're awesome. It's just when it comes to the manifesting part, which is the critical part, the shared part, the part that means I have to actually be myself, expose myself and share the things that I love and care about and I find have significant meaning to me anyway. I I'm afraid of putting them out there. I'm afraid of sharing them because what if they're not received with the respect that I give them? That'll that'll hurt me because I care and I need you to care. So I hold on to them. All my thoughts and ideas and visions are like my babies. I love them and I think they're amazing. And if the world doesn't think they're amazing, that's difficult. Um, and I've never really verbalized that until this second. And on a rational and sober adult level, we're like, toughen the fuck up. Big deal. You know, grow a thicker skin. Put yourself out there and just grind and grind and grind and don't let people get you down. And this kind of, you'll be fine, encouragement kind of toughen up. Um, that's the response that society will give. And as you can see, this is the emotions and the reasons behind them, the stories that we tell ourselves, and the experiences that we have within us. We can already like presume, imagine the response that society will have. Maybe it is out of just sheer fear. and I am holding myself back just from a limiting belief, a bullshit limiting belief that maybe won't come true. Maybe it won't be like that. But nonetheless, that scenario seems quite likely for us, and the future reality of that, it's too hard to bear. And so we just cancel that line of thought. We don't want to face it, and we bury it and we suppress it. And we could have done that from a very, very early age, which, yeah, I feel like it's a very simple thing. I want to give. I think I'm the best. I'm shining my most authentic light when I'm helping people, when I'm giving what I think is my best value. And it makes sense that this has created blockages because they carry a lot of gravity. They mean a lot to me. My ideas, my concepts, my will to share. But if I hold them in and hold them back just because I'm afraid of what other people might think of them, or not even at all, if I hold them in, then they fester and they get heavier and they get more anxious and they want to manifest. The ideas themselves, it feels like they have sentience and I'm denying them freedom. And so they gnaw at me. And because it's all internalized, I think I'm all one. I'm the master, commander, chief, captain of this vessel, you know? I have to carry so much. And so I'm just carrying everything. And I think a lot of the suppressed things are these intangible yet super important to me concepts and ideas. Qualities that I have that I should be casting out there into the world. But I'm doing myself a massive disservice by holding them back. So I need to prioritize the future people who are inevitably going to find some kind of value from whatever I produce. And that should be enough for me to push myself, to motivate myself to expand and to put myself out there, because that's what's required. They don't know. They don't know what I know. They don't feel how I feel. They haven't experienced. They haven't thought about the same exact same realizations that I've come across and lessons. I need to just share my value. We're such contradictions all the time. I can be a hypocrite to my own thoughts. The point is, I think I've touched on something that needed to be made aware of, right? And that is that I need to give and I need to share the best of me, because the more I don't, the more I suffer. The physiological, psychosomatic difficulties that I've been experiencing over the years have been building and building. And I think that everything's connected and it's so utterly complex. It's just we need to be practical about it, don't we? It's all very, 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 very well taking the time to uh, analyze and meditate on it and be self-aware. It's crucial. It just it always comes to a point where you have to actuate it. You have to manifest it. You have to, you know, get it done. Make that change. You know, be that change until it is the change that you want. So I need to put myself out there for myself. Uh, that's not a great motivator for me, but it does seem like the truth where I've been suffering and I will continue to suffer if I don't put the best of myself out there. And it's incredibly scary. Making this video is incredibly scary, but you know, I'm doing it, so it couldn't have been that hard. When you start doing something, you realize, oh, well, logically, it can't be that hard. It still is hard, but you know, it's doable. So you can handle it. You can handle it, and it'll get easier. Everyone always says so, and it's true. Just give it practice. And practice is something that I advocate in dance over and over. We need to have physical practice and repetition to internalize things. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. This is the realest shit I've ever done, and I felt compelled as a part of my like philosophy going forward is having radical bravery to enact the changes that we feel need to be enacted. Because there's only so far that talking can get you. And it's usually just within our minds. We need it to manifest, and that requires action. It requires focus and dedication, diligence, right? Discipline. But we need to do it. So I've just done one. Wasn't that scary?